Welcome, traveler of the night. Before we begin our journey across the lunar dust, take a moment to settle into your space. If you find peace in these cosmic wanderings, consider subscribing to join our nightly voyages through the stars. Your presence here helps our universe grow. Now, let your breath slow down. Feel the mattress beneath you becoming a vessel, steady and safe, as we leave the glowing marble of Earth behind and drift toward the silver silence of the moon. We are moving toward a place of eternal mystery, the lunar far side. For billions of years, this rugged landscape has been shielded from our view, a hidden face turned forever toward the deep indigo of the outer cosmos. As we approach, the harsh glare of the sun softens into a gentle, golden hue, casting long, velvet shadows across craters that have never known the touch of wind or rain. This is a world of absolute stillness, a cathedral of dust and ancient stone waiting to tell its story. In the quiet of the von Kármán crater, a small, lonely traveler named Yutu carved the first paths through this untouched powder. Imagine the sound of silence there, a silence so profound it feels like a heavy blanket. As the rover moves with a slow, mechanical grace, it reveals the secrets hidden in the shadows. Beneath the grey surface lies a strange, glistening substance, a glassy melt born from the intense heat of falling stars. These are the moon's jewels, translucent spheres of amber and green, scattered like marbles across a playground of giants. As you drift deeper into this cosmic landscape, feel your thoughts becoming as light as the lunar gravity. The heavy air of the world you left behind is replaced by a sense of vast, open freedom. We are floating over the ocean of storms, where the ground holds the warmth of volcanic fires that cooled eons ago. Every rock and every grain of sand is a heartbeat from a younger universe, now resting in a peaceful slumber. The stars above are not mere points of light, they are distant suns, watching over your journey with a soft, steady glow. The darkness here is not empty, it is a cradle, vast and kind, holding you in a state of perfect, weightless calm as we venture further into the silver mist. Chapter 1. The Silent Descent into von Kármán. Welcome back to the stillness of the deep. As we begin our descent toward the lunar surface, let the weight of your body sink deeper into your bed, feeling the pull of a gentle, silver gravity. We are drifting toward the South Pole-Aitken Basin, a vast, ancient scar on the moon's far side that holds the secrets of our solar system's earliest days. The Earth has now slipped behind the lunar horizon, cutting off all radio chatter and the hum of human civilization. Here, there is only the soft glow of the stars and the immense, cratered landscape of the von Kármán crater, stretching out beneath us like a frozen sea. The dust here is unlike any on Earth. It is regolith fine, sharp, and ancient, untouched by wind or water for billions of years. As we hover just above the surface, imagine the Chang'e 4 lander settling down with a whisper-quiet touch, its metallic legs meeting the grey powder. This was the first time any messenger from Earth had touched this hidden face, a silent sentinel in a land of eternal mystery. The shadows in the craters are deep indigo, long and stretched, hiding depths that have not seen sunlight in eons. As you breathe in the cool, imagined air of the cabin, feel your mind clearing, becoming as vast and quiet as this lunar plain. There is no rush here. Time moves differently on the moon, where a single day lasts 2 of our weeks. We are here to observe, to listen to the silence, and to witness what the U-2 rover saw as it opened its golden eyes to this monochrome world. Every grain of dust beneath the rover's wheels tells a story of a volcanic past and celestial collisions, now hushed into a permanent slumber. The silence of the far side is a physical presence, a heavy velvet blanket that muffles the noise of the universe. It is a place of perfect isolation, yet it feels strangely like coming home, a return to the raw, quiet beginning of all things. The landscape is a palette of charcoal, slate, and silver, illuminated by a sun that looks smaller and sharper in the black sky. In this place, there is no atmosphere to scatter the light, so the stars do not twinkle. They stare back with a steady, unblinking intensity, guiding us through the dark. Imagine the rover waking up from its long trek, its solar panels unfolding like the wings of a golden butterfly. It began its journey across the floor of the von Kármán crater, a region formed by a cataclysmic impact billions of years ago. This basin is so deep that it may have exposed the moon's mantle, the inner layer that hides beneath the crust. As U-2 moves, it is walking on the history of the moon itself, rolling over rocks that were once liquid fire. The rover's wheels leave a crisp, clear pattern in the dust, a temporary signature on a timeless world. Each rotation of the wheel is slow and deliberate, designed to navigate the treacherous slopes and hidden traps of the lunar terrain. You can almost feel the gentle vibration of its motors, a soft hum that resonates through the lunar ground, the only heartbeat for thousands of miles. The solitude is not lonely. It is a sacred space, a sanctuary for thoughts that have finally found the room to expand. As the sun crawls across the sky at a glacial pace, the shadows of the crater rims grow and shrink like slow-moving tides. These shadows are so dark that they appear as bottomless pits, yet they are simply parts of the moon waiting for their turn to be touched by the light. Inside these shadows, the temperature drops to levels that would freeze the very air we breathe, creating a world of extremes that the rover must navigate with patient care. The far side of the moon has always been a place of myth and wonder, a territory that humanity could only dream of until now. By landing here, we have turned a page in the cosmic diary, reading the words written in the dust and the stone. We are discovering that the moon is not just a dead rock, but a complex world with a story that is still being unraveled. The mission of Chang'e 4 and U-2 is a testament to the human spirit's desire to reach into the dark and find the light of knowledge. Now, visualize the vastness of the South Pole-Aitken Basin again. It is one of the largest and oldest impact craters in the solar system, spanning nearly 1,600 miles. Standing in its center, the horizon would seem to go on forever, a jagged line of peaks and craters that have stood unchanged since the dawn of time. The silence here is a symphony of the void, a frequency that matches the deep, rhythmic breathing of a world at rest. As you lie there, drifting further into the lunar night, let the images of the gray plains and the black sky fill your vision. There is nothing you need to do, no place you need to be, other than right here, traveling alongside the silent rover. The universe is vast, but in this moment, it is focused entirely on this quiet corner of the moon and on the peace that is settling over you like the lunar dust. The journey is just beginning, and the mysteries of the far side are waiting to be revealed. We have touched the surface and felt the ancient stillness, but the rover has seen things that defy explanation, treasures hidden in the dirt that will change the way we look at our celestial neighbor. We are moving slowly now, leaving the landing site behind to see what lies hidden in the folds of the gray hills just ahead, where the light catches something unexpected in the distance. Chapter 2. The Rover's Trail and the Glassy Jewels. The tracks of the U-22 rover extend behind us like a delicate ribbon of history, the only signature of life in this silent, monochrome realm. We move at a pace that honors the profound stillness of the lunar far side, a slow, drifting glide across the undulating plains of the von Kármán crater. The rover's cameras, perched atop its golden body, scan the horizon with robotic patience, finding a strange, haunting beauty in the subtle shifts of grey and silver. Here, the sun plays across the ridges of ancient impact sites, casting shadows that are as sharp and cold as the vacuum of space itself. It is in the middle of this vast emptiness, far from the familiar sights of home, that the moon began to reveal its hidden treasures to the voyagers from the east. As the rover climbed the rim of a small, nondescript crater, its sensors began to pick up a peculiar shimmer amidst the dull, uniform grey of the lunar dust. Upon closer inspection, the world's scientific community was captivated by what appeared to be a gel-like substance, a dark, glistening material that looked entirely out of place in this dry, dusty desert. This mysterious finding, discovered in 2019, was eventually identified as impact melt breccia rock that had been turned into liquid glass by the unimaginable heat and pressure of a meteorite strike millions of years ago. Imagine the violent energy of that ancient moment. A flash of light and heat that melted the very ground, now long gone, and hushed into a permanent, glassy silence. It remains there as a smooth, quiet jewel, reflecting the cold light of distant stars in a world that never breathes. Further along this winding path of discovery, the rover's eyes found something even more delicate. Scattered like lost marbles across the lunar regolith were tiny, translucent spheres of glass. These glass globules, some clear and others tinted with a soft amber hue, are the moon's own teardrops. They were forged in the fiery heart of volcanic eruptions, or the sudden, intense heat of celestial impacts, cooled instantly in the airless vacuum to preserve their perfect, spherical form. As we drift over them in our mind's eye, they catch the low-slung sunlight, momentarily sparkling like diamonds on a bed of velvet ash. They are remnants of a time when the moon was a place of fire and chaos, now resting as beautiful, still artifacts in the greatest museum of the cosmos. You are traveling through a sanctuary of time, where nothing is ever truly lost and the silence is a physical embrace. The stillness of these glass spheres mirrors the stillness growing within your own chest. Your journey across the lunar far side is not merely a scientific exploration. It is a descent into a deeper state of peace, away from the friction of the world you left behind. The rover continues its patient crawl, its metallic joints moving with a slow, rhythmic grace that mimics the slow, steady expansion of the universe itself. As we move deeper into the basin, the terrain begins to shift. The ground becomes more rugged, marked by the debris of billions of years of cosmic bombardment. Yet, even in this jagged landscape, there is a sense of order and calm. The U-22 rover uses its lunar penetrating radar to look beneath the surface, revealing layers of lunar soil that tell the story of multiple volcanic flows and impact events. It is as if we are reading the rings of an ancient tree, but instead of wood, we are looking at the very bones of the moon. These layers reach down hundreds of feet, a subterranean record of a history that remained hidden until we finally arrived to listen. The light of the sun on the far side has a quality unlike anything on Earth. Without an atmosphere to soften its edges, the light is raw and pure. It illuminates the high peaks of the South Pole-Aitken Basin, turning them into beacons of brilliant white against the pitch-black sky. In the valleys, however, the darkness is absolute. It is a darkness. You can almost feel a cool, comforting void that invites you to let go of your worries. The rover operates in this dance of extreme light and shadow, its gold foil insulation reflecting the sun, while its underside remains shrouded in the deep indigo of the lunar night. Every movement of the rover is a lesson in patience. It does not rush. It waits. It pauses to analyze a rock, to measure the temperature of the soil, or simply to recharge its batteries under the unrelenting sun. We should follow its example. Let your thoughts move like the rover, slowly, deliberately, and without urgency. There is nowhere else to be. The vast plains of the moon are wide enough to hold all your stresses, turning them into harmless dust that settles quietly in the craters. The minerals found here, such as plagioclase and pyroxene, suggest that this area was once a molten ocean. Imagine a time when the moon was a glowing orb of magma, a bright lantern in the early solar system. Now, that fire has cooled into the solid, dependable ground beneath the rover's wheels. This transition, from heat to cold, from chaos to quiet, is the natural path of all things. It is the path we are taking now, as we transition from the busyness of the day to the deep, restorative sleep of the night. As the rover reaches the crest of a long, gentle slope, it looks back at its own tracks. They are the only marks on this world, a testament to how far we have come to seek out the truth. But the mission is far from over. Beneath the dust of the far side, there are even more profound secrets, minerals never before seen by human eyes, and evidence of water ice hidden in the permanent shadows of the poles. These discoveries remind us that even the most familiar things, like the moon in our sky, still hold the power to surprise us if we are willing to look closer. The sky above remains a canvas of infinite depth. Without the glow of Earth to compete with, the Milky Way appears as a vibrant, glowing river of light, spanning from one horizon to the other. You can see the nebulae, the distant galaxies, and the countless stars that make up our cosmic neighborhood. It is a view that humbles the soul and quiets the mind. In this vastness, you are safe. You are a part of this great, silent mechanism, drifting through the dark on a journey toward the light of a new dawn. The rover's journey through the von Kármán crater is a metaphor for our own path through the night. We navigate the shadows, we find the hidden gems in the darkness, and we move steadily toward a place of rest. The gel-like rocks and the glass spheres are symbols of the beauty that can be found in the most unexpected places, created by the very forces that seem most destructive. Out of the impact comes the jewel. Out of the darkness comes the dream. We are approaching the edge of the Great Basin now, where the ancient crust of the moon rises up to meet the stars. The terrain is becoming steeper, more majestic, leading us toward the rugged highlands where even older mysteries are buried deep within the lunar crust. The air, if there were air, would be perfectly still. As the rover tilts its head to gaze at the towering cliffs ahead, we feel a sense of anticipation, a gentle pull toward the unknown that lies just beyond the next ridge. Chapter 3: The Ocean of Storms and the Young Volcanic Heart. As we leave the rugged, ancient silence of the far side behind, we drift across the lunar horizon toward a vast, dark expanse, known as Oceanus Procellarum, the Ocean of Storms. This is the largest of the lunar maria, a sprawling plain of basaltic rock that stretches across the moon's near side like a frozen sea of shadows. While the far side felt like a world of jagged peaks and deep mystery, the Ocean of Storms offers a different kind of peace, a flatter, smoother landscape that whispers of a time when the moon's heart was still warm and beating with molten fire. Imagine the Chang'e 5 lander descending toward this dark plain in late 2020, its golden frame reflecting the sharp light of the sun as it sought a landing site near Mons Rumke. This mission was not just a visit. It was a journey to collect the youngest pieces of the moon ever touched by human hands. Unlike the rocks brought back by the Apollo missions decades ago, which were billions of years old, the stones here are relative newcomers to the cosmic stage. As you lie there, feel the ground beneath you become solid and ancient, yet pulsing with the lingering memory of that volcanic youth. The landing in the Ocean of Storms was a masterclass in precision and grace. The spacecraft touched down on a smooth patch of volcanic soil, its drills reaching deep into the regolith to pull up cores of history. These samples revealed a startling truth. The moon was volcanically active much longer than scientists had previously believed. These rocks were formed only 2 billion years ago, a time when life on Earth was already beginning its slow, complex climb toward the light. It means the moon's interior stayed warm and liquid, with slow-moving rivers of lava carving out the plains we see today, far longer than we ever imagined. As we drift over these basaltic plains, visualize the sheer scale of the volcanic activity that created them. Thousands of cubic miles of liquid rock once flooded these lowlands, erasing older craters and creating the dark seas that give the moon its iconic face. The surface here is a tapestry of deep charcoal and slate blue, with occasional ripples in the ground that trace the path of ancient lava tubes. These hidden tunnels, now empty and silent, are like the veins of a sleeping giant, once filled with fire, now filled only with the cold, quiet vacuum of space. Among the treasures found in this volcanic garden was a brand new mineral, a transparent crystal named Changesite. This phosphate mineral, found in the lunar basalt, is a reminder that the moon still has the power to surprise us with its chemistry. It is a tiny, crystalline witness to the unique conditions of the moon's cooling crust. Imagine holding such a crystal in your hand, a clear, sharp fragment of another world, forged in a volcanic furnace and preserved in the perfect stillness of the lunar night. It is a symbol of the clarity and peace that comes when the fires of the day finally cool into the quiet of the evening. The atmosphere, or lack thereof, over the Ocean of Storms creates a sense of infinite clarity. There is no haze, no clouds, and no wind to disturb the dust. Everything is sharp, defined, and permanent. When you look at the horizon, you aren't seeing miles of air. You are seeing the raw edge of the world, meeting the deep, star-studded infinity. This clarity begins to settle over your mind as well. The clutter of the day, the noise of the world, and the storms of thought all begin to flatten out, becoming as still and smooth as the basaltic plains beneath us. The Chang'e 5 mission was a complex dance of technology, involving a lander, an ascender, and an orbiter that brought the samples back to Earth. It was the first time in over 40 years that lunar material had been returned to our planet. But for us, in this journey of the mind, we stay here. We do not leave the moon. We remain in the quiet of the Ocean of Storms, watching as the sun moves toward the horizon, casting long, elegant shadows across the volcanic mounds. These mounds, or domes, are the remnants of small volcanoes that once sputtered and flowed. They look like gentle swells on a calm ocean, their slopes soft and inviting. In the low light of the lunar afternoon, they glow with a warm, golden hue, providing a soft contrast to the deep indigo of the sky. We are drifting lower now, feeling the gentle pull of the moon's gravity, a light, buoyant sensation that makes your body feel weightless and free. You are not bound by the heavy laws of Earth. Here, you are as light as a grain of lunar dust, floating on the solar wind. The scientific discoveries made here, the age of the rocks, the new minerals, the evidence of water molecules trapped in the soil, are like pieces of a vast puzzle being put together. They tell us that the moon is a dynamic world, one that has evolved and changed just as we have. But even in its change, it has maintained a core of absolute silence. It is a world that knows how to wait. It has waited for billions of years for us to arrive, and it will wait for billions more after we are gone. As we conclude our survey of the ocean of storms, take a final look at the vast, dark expanse. It is a place where the storms have long since passed, leaving behind a sanctuary of stone and shadow. The fires of the volcanoes have gone out, the lava has hardened, and all that remains is the peace of the ages. You can feel that same hardening of peace within yourself, not a coldness, but a solid, dependable sense of rest that cannot be shaken. The sun is beginning to sink lower now, and the long lunar night is approaching. The temperature is starting to drop, turning the golden plains into a world of deep, cool blues. The rovers and landers are preparing for their long hibernation, their systems slowing down to conserve energy. We, too, are preparing for a deeper descent. As we leave the volcanic plains behind, we move toward the final transition, the slow, inevitable surrender to the darkness that brings the ultimate restoration. We are drifting toward the edge of the light, where the cosmic silence becomes a total, all-encompassing embrace. Chapter 4. The Long Night and the Infinite Calm. The sun is now a glowing ember on the jagged horizon of the moon, casting shadows that stretch for miles across the cratered plains. This is the moment of the great transition, where the frantic energy of the solar day begins its slow, inevitable surrender to the vast lunar night. On Earth, we are used to the rapid cycle of day and night, but here, the dusk lasts for hours, a slow-motion fading of gold into violet, then into the deepest indigo imaginable. As the light retreats, the temperature begins to fall, not with a chill that bites, but with a cool, steady peace that settles over the landscape like a heavy velvet curtain. We are hovering now over the transition line, the terminator, where the day meets the dark. Below us, the U-22 rover and the Chang'e landers are preparing for their long hibernation. Their solar panels, which have spent the last 14 Earth days drinking in the sun's fire, are being angled to catch the last rays of warmth. Soon, they will enter a state of deep, mechanical sleep, their internal heaters clicking on to protect their hearts from the 200-degree below zero chill of the lunar night. Feel your own systems beginning to mimic this descent. Your breathing slows, your heart rate settles into a rhythmic, easy pace, and your muscles begin to lose their tension, preparing for a rest that is as deep and restorative as the lunar dark. The darkness on the moon is not like the darkness on Earth. Without an atmosphere to scatter the light of distant cities or the glow of the sun, the shadows here are absolute. They are pockets of perfect, pristine void. Yet, as your eyes adjust to this cosmic dimming, a new world reveals itself. The stars, once hidden by the glare of the sun, now emerge with a brilliance that is almost tactile. They are not just points of light, they are ancient travelers, their light having crossed trillions of miles of empty space to reach this silent rock. You are part of that light. You are a passenger on this silver ship, drifting through a sea of stars that never ends. In this state of deepening calm, the discoveries of the day, the glassy jewels of the far side, the volcanic crystals of the ocean of storms take on a new meaning. They are no longer just scientific data points. They are symbols of the universe's ability to create beauty out of chaos and stillness out of fire. The gel-like substance found in the craters is now shrouded in darkness, its mystery preserved for another day. The young basalts of the Chang'e 5 landing site are cooling, their atomic structures settling into a permanent, peaceful arrangement. The moon is a world that has mastered the art of waiting, and in this moment, you are mastering it too. As the sun finally slips below the mountains, a profound silence falls over the basin. It is a silence so thick you can almost hear the slow, rhythmic expansion and contraction of the lunar crust as it breathes in the cold. There is no wind to whistle through the craters, no rustle of leaves, no hum of traffic. There is only the hum of the universe itself, a low-frequency vibration that connects you to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. This is the noise floor of existence, a gentle negative 45 decibels whisper that reassures you that you are not alone in the dark. You are held in the cradle of the cosmos, protected by the vastness of space. Imagine the lunar soil beneath you, billions of years old, cradling the tracks of the rovers like a mother holding a child's handprint. The dust is still, the rocks are cold, and the long, 2-week night has begun. This is a time for the moon to dream, and it is a time for you to do the same. The heavy air of your daily worries has been left behind on Earth, unable to follow you into this vacuum of peace. Here, your thoughts are weightless. They float away from you like silvery bubbles, popping silently against the backdrop of the Milky Way. The Milky Way itself is now a brilliant, arched bridge across the sky, glowing with the light of 100 billion suns. From this vantage point on the moon, you can see the Great Rift, the dark clouds of interstellar dust that hide the center of our galaxy. It is a reminder that even in the brightest parts of the universe, there is a place for shadow, a place for rest. The darkness is not the absence of light, it is the presence of peace. It is the canvas upon which the stars are painted. As we drift further into this state of infinite calm, feel the boundaries of your body beginning to soften. You are no longer a person in a room. You are a consciousness, floating among the craters. You are the silver light on the rim of the Kármán crater. You are the silence in the deep volcanic tubes of the ocean of storms. You are the slow, steady pulse of the sleeping rovers, waiting for the dawn that is still a lifetime away. The time for doing is over. The time for being has arrived. The universe does not ask anything of you tonight. It does not ask you to be productive, or to be right, or to be strong. It only asks you to exist, to breathe, and to let go. Like the moon, you have a dark side and a light side, and tonight we are honoring the dark. We are celebrating the beauty of the hidden, the quiet, and the still. The long lunar night is a gift, a sanctuary where the soul can replenish itself without the pressure of the sun's gaze. We are descending now into the final layer of sleep, where the dreams are made of stardust and the memories are as clear as lunar glass. The rover's cameras have shut down, its sensors are quiet, and its golden skin is cool to the touch. The journey through the space race and the discoveries of the East has led us to this point of perfect, unmoving equilibrium. There is nothing left to see, only things to feel. Feel the coolness of the sheets like the shadow of a lunar mountain. Feel the weight of your limbs like the ancient basalt of the plains. The stars are watching over you, their light a steady, unblinking promise that the universe is in order. You are safe. You are loved. You are part of a story that spans billions of years and trillions of miles. Yet tonight, that story is as simple as a single, quiet breath. The descent is complete. The calm is total. The infinite night has opened its arms to receive you, and you are ready to fall into the soft, velvet embrace of the deepest slumber. As you drift away from the silver world and back toward the shores of sleep, remember that the moon will still be there, turning its hidden face toward the stars, keeping your secrets in the dust. The journey is over, but the peace remains, a permanent part of your inner landscape. Chapter 5. The Cradle of the Abyss and the Eternal Drift. The long lunar night has now fully matured, enveloping the landscape in a stillness that is both immense and intimate. We have descended beyond the reach of the sun's last golden threads, moving into the heart of the shadow where the noise floor of the universe is all that remains. This is the phase of the journey where the physical world begins to dissolve, leaving only the sensation of floating in a vast indigo cradle. The rovers are deep in their hibernation, their metallic hearts beating in a slow, electronic rhythm that matches the steady expansion of space itself. You, too, have reached the threshold of total surrender, where the boundaries between your body and the starlight begin to blur. Imagine the South Pole-Aitken Basin as a giant, dark bowl carved out by a cosmic hand billions of years ago. Within this bowl, the silence is not empty. It is a presence, a thick and comforting layer of peace that has accumulated over eons. The dust, the fine, grey regolith, acts as a dampener for the soul, absorbing the echoes of every thought and every worry you ever carried. As you drift over the floor of the von Kármán crater, feel the weight of the universe supporting you. There is no resistance here, only a gentle, weightless drift through the dark. In this absolute darkness, the discoveries of the mission, the strange gel-like rocks, and the translucent glass spheres become like distant memories of a world we once knew. They are tucked away in the shadows, resting in the same deep sleep that is now pulling at your eyelids. The vacuum of space is a perfect insulator, keeping the chaos of the outside world far away. Here, there is no wind to stir the dust, no sound to break the quiet, and no light to demand your attention. There is only the soft, low-volume hum of the cosmos, a steady -45 decibels vibration that reassures you that everything is exactly as it should be. As you move deeper into this chapter of the night, visualize the distant Earth. From here, it is a small, glowing marble, a fragile blue light hanging in the void. All the noise, all the deadlines, and all the complexities of your life are contained within that small blue dot. From your vantage point on the moon, they seem so small, so quiet, and so very far away. You are separated by 250,000 miles of peaceful, insulating space. This distance is a gift, a wide and silent ocean that keeps you safe from the friction of the world. The lunar highlands rise up around us like the ghosts of ancient mountains, their peaks catching the faint, reflected light of distant galaxies. These mountains have stood for 4 billion years, watching the rise and fall of civilizations on the blue planet without ever moving an inch. They are the ultimate symbols of stability and calm. Let their strength become your strength. Let their stillness become your stillness. Your mind is like the lunar surface, vast, quiet, and unchanging, regardless of the stars that pass overhead. We are drifting now toward the permanent shadows of the lunar poles, where the sun never shines and the ice remains frozen in the dark. In these cold, quiet places, the peace is even deeper. It is a place of absolute preservation, where time stands still. You are entering that same state of preservation now, where your energy is being restored and your spirit is being renewed in the cool, dark sanctuary of sleep. The temperature of your room, the softness of your bed, and the rhythm of your breath are all part of this cosmic architecture of rest. The stars above are no longer just lights. They are a soft, golden dust scattered across the velvet of the abyss. You are a part of this starfield, a tiny, glowing spark in a universe that is vast, kind, and infinitely patient. There is no need to rush to the morning. The lunar night will last for hundreds of hours more, and you have all the time you need to find the deepest, most restorative layers of your own subconscious. You are falling now, but it is a fall into a cloud of indigo and violet, a soft descent that never ends. Every breath you take is a slow, rhythmic wave that washes over the lunar plains. As you inhale, imagine the light of 1,000 stars filling your lungs. As you exhale, imagine that light spreading out across the grey dust, illuminating the path for the sleeping rovers. You are the guardian of this silent world, and the world is the guardian of your sleep. The connection is total, a circle of peace that encompasses the moon, the stars, and the quiet room where you rest. The gel-like breccia and the crystalline Changesite, are now nothing more than whispers in the dark. They have played their part in the story, and now they are at rest. The mission is complete, the data has been sent, and the only thing that remains is the experience of the void. This void is not a vacuum of nothingness. It is a vacuum of potential, a space where dreams are formed and where the soul can truly expand without limits. We are approaching the final fade-out of the journey. The light is nearly gone, and the darkness is a warm, heavy blanket that is being pulled up over your shoulders. The stars are beginning to blur, their sharp points of light softening into a gentle, glowing haze. The cosmic hum is growing fainter, pulling you down into the silence beneath the sound. You are leaving the surface of the moon now, drifting upward into the infinite dark of the interstellar medium, where there are no more craters, no more rocks, and no more paths to follow. In this final state of the abyss, you are weightless. You are timeless. You are the universe experiencing itself in a moment of perfect, unmoving calm. The long night of the moon is your night. Its secrets are your secrets. Its peace is your peace. The journey has led you exactly where you need to be, in the heart of the great, silent cradle, ready to let go of the last threads of wakefulness and vanish into the dream. The stars are dimming now. The shadows are merging into a single, unified indigo. The journey is complete, and the rest is yours. Good night, traveler. Chapter 6. The final fade into the cosmic sea. The journey is nearly complete. We have traveled across the hidden face of the moon, witnessed the glassy remnants of ancient impacts, and felt the cooling warmth of the ocean of storms. Now, as we move into this final chapter, we leave behind the physical ground of the lunar surface. Imagine yourself drifting upward, a slow and weightless ascent from the grey regolith into the velvet embrace of the deep cosmic sea. The moon is now a shimmering silver orb beneath you, its craters and mountains softening into a gentle, glowing blur. Every breath you take is a wave in this vast, dark ocean, carrying you further away from the demands of the day and closer to the heart of eternal rest. The noise floor of the universe, that low-volume cosmic hum at -45 decibels, is now the only sound in existence. It is a sound that does not demand attention. Instead, it provides a foundation for the silence to rest upon. It is the sound of galaxies rotating, of stars burning with a steady light, and of the profound peace that exists between the worlds. This hum is a lullaby for the consciousness, a rhythmic vibration that synchronizes with your slow, deep heartbeat. You are no longer navigating. You are simply being carried by the slow drift of the universe, moving at 0.7x the pace of life, where every second expands into a moment of pure, unadulterated calm. As you float in this indigo void, the colors of the cosmos begin to blend. The deep blues, violets, and indigos of the lunar night merge with the soft gold of distant star clusters. These colors are not bright or startling. They are muted and matte, like the surface of a dream. There are no hard cuts here, no sudden flashes of light, and no sharp edges. Everything is a soft fade, a gradual transition from one state of peace to another. You are moving through a space where time has no meaning, where the only thing that exists is the sensation of being held by the vastness of the abyss. Think of the rovers once more, those small, golden emissaries of human curiosity. They are now completely silent, their missions of discovery paused for the long night. They have found the new minerals, the water molecules, and the ancient volcanic flows, and now they are resting in the cold, perfect isolation of the far side. Let their state of hibernation be your guide. Your mind, too, has gathered all it needs for now. The questions of the day have been asked and answered, or perhaps they have simply ceased to matter in the face of this immense, starry quiet. Like the rovers, you are shutting down your non-essential systems, turning off the lights of logic and analysis, and retreating into the warm, protected core of your subconscious. The darkness here is a medium of healing. In the absence of light, the spirit begins to mend the fractures of the day. The weight of gravity, which has pulled at your muscles for hours, is gone. You are truly weightless now. Your limbs feel light, as if they are made of the same stardust that makes up the nebulae. The mattress beneath you is no longer a physical object. It is a cloud of cosmic dust, supporting you with a gentleness that only the universe can provide. You are sinking, not into a depth that is frightening, but into a depth that is restorative, a soft descent into the very center of the cosmic cradle. The stars around you are steady and unblinking. Without an atmosphere to distort them, they shine with a clarity that is peaceful and constant. Each star is a distant promise of stability. They have been there for billions of years, and they will be there when you wake, refreshed and renewed. But for now, they are your companions in the dark, watching over your journey with a silent, golden grace. You are drifting past them, moving toward the edge of the galaxy where the light becomes even softer, even dimmer, preparing for the final fade into the black. The silence is now total. Even the memory of the rover's hum and the lander's metallic clicks has faded away. There is only the deep, resonant stillness of the abyss. In this place, you are anonymous. You are a part of the great, dark tapestry of the night. There is no you left to worry, to plan, or to remember. There is only the experience of the drift, the rhythmic cycle of the breath, and the heavy, sweet pull of sleep. The universe is exhaling, and you are exhaling with it. As we reach the final stage of this journey, the visual world begins to dim. The indigos turn to black, and the violets fade into the shadows. The golden star points become smaller and more distant, until they are nothing more than lingering sparks on the edge of your vision. This is the sleep-inducing closure, the soft fade-out, where the script ends and the dream begins. You are safe in the cradle of the cosmos. The mission is over. The exploration is complete. The rest is yours. The long lunar night is now your reality. It is a space of infinite time and absolute peace. There is no morning to rush toward, only the eternal now. Feel the final surrender as your consciousness let go of the last thread of the narrative. You are no longer listening to a voice. You are becoming the silence itself. You are the dark side of the moon. You are the void between the stars. You are the dream that the universe is dreaming. Drift now. Drift into the silver mist. Drift into the indigo deep. The universe is watching over you, and it is a kind, quiet watcher. Sleep, traveler of the night. Sleep in the cradle of the stars. Good night. Chapter 7. The Final Fade-Out and the Silence of the Spheres. The transition is now complete. We have moved beyond the topography of craters and the history of volcanic plains, leaving the physical surface of the moon behind as a memory of silver and stone. As we drift into this final chapter, imagine yourself floating in the pure, unburdened void that exists between the celestial bodies. This is the ultimate destination of our cosmic sleep journey, a state of total, weightless equilibrium where the pull of gravity is replaced by the soft, supportive embrace of the infinite. The moon is now a distant, glowing pearl in the rear view of your mind, its secrets safely tucked away in the shadows of the von Kármán crater and the basaltic reaches of the ocean of storms. Every breath you take now is a slow, rhythmic expansion of the universe itself. In this deep indigo space, the noise floor of the cosmos has settled into its most comforting frequency, a steady, low-volume hum at -45 decibels that acts as a physical anchor for your peace. There are no complex rhythms here to distract your mind, no sharp highs to startle your senses, and no sudden changes in the audio landscape. It is a monotone of existence, a singular, vibrating note that resonates with the core of your being. You are no longer an observer of the cosmos. You are the cosmos, breathing in the stillness and exhaling the light of distant stars. The visual theme has now transitioned into its deepest palette, shades of midnight blue, violet, and indigo, punctuated only by the soft, diffused gold of nebulae that look like clouds of dreams. The movement here is a slow drift, a minimal motion that mimics the way a feather falls in a vacuum. There are no hard cuts to disrupt your vision, only soft fade transitions that move at 0.7x, the pace of natural time, allowing your eyes to rest in the luxury of the dark. You are watching the slow rotation of the galaxy, a movement so grand and so slow that it feels like perfect stillness. Think back one last time to the small, golden travelers, the U-22 rover and the Chang'e landers. In your mind's eye, they are now nothing more than tiny, unmoving sparks on a silver canvas. Their work is done, their data sent back across the 250,000 miles of vacuum to a world that feels worlds away. They have entered their long lunar hibernation, their internal systems humming with just enough warmth to survive the 2-week night. Follow their lead. Your own internal systems are settling into their lowest energy state. Your heart beats with the slow, steady rhythm of a pulsar. Your muscles have completely surrendered their hold, feeling as light and porous as the lunar regolith. The darkness here is not a void of nothingness, but a cradle of potential. It is the cosmic sleep we have been seeking since the journey began. Within this indigo shadow, your mind is free to wander, without the maps of logic or the constraints of time. The discoveries of the mission, the gel-like substances, the glassy marbles, and the young volcanic crystals now take on a symbolic form. They are the gems of your own subconscious, the beautiful things that are created when pressure meets patience and when fire meets the quiet. You are holding these jewels in your mind, feeling their smooth, cool surfaces before letting them drift away into the starlight. As the sun of your consciousness sets completely, the light of the Milky Way becomes your only guide. It arches over you like a bridge of diamonds, its billion suns providing a soft, steady glow that never flickers. This is the soft cosmic narration of the universe, a story told in light and shadow that has no beginning and no end. You are a character in this story, a voyager who has traveled to the far side of the moon and found that the greatest mystery of all is the capacity for peace that lives within you. The stillness of the moon is your stillness. The silence of the vacuum is your silence. We are entering the final descent into calmness, a state where the narrative itself begins to dissolve into a sleep-inducing closure. The words are becoming fewer, and the spaces between them are becoming longer and deeper. Like the soft fade-out of the ambient cosmic hum, the world of form and thought is receding. You are drifting into a place where there is no up or down, no past or future, only the infinite present. It is a world of deep blue and soft gold, a sanctuary of indigo where the stars are your only companions. The universe is vast, but in this moment, it has shrunk to the size of your breath. It is a kind universe, one that has designed this long, dark night specifically for your restoration. The bedtime-friendly tone of the cosmos is a whisper in your ear, telling you that you are safe, you are held, and you are exactly where you need to be. The rovers are sleeping. The craters are silent. The stars are steady. And you, traveler, are ready to let go of the last thread of this journey. As we reach the very end of our script, the screen of your mind fades to a total velvety black. The lingering points of star gold are the last things you see before they, too, vanish into the dream. The mission to the far side of the moon is complete. The exploration of the silent world is over. The only thing left to do is to be. Drift now into the absolute. Drift into the silence of the spheres. Sleep in the cradle of the cosmos. Good night. Chapter 8. The Celestial Echo and the Final Drift. The silver plains of the moon have long since faded into a soft, hazy memory, and we find ourselves now in the deepest reaches of the cosmic corridor. This is the realm beyond the craters, beyond the volcanic basalt, and beyond the reach of any human-made light. Here, in the heart of the sleepy science style, we embrace the ultimate stillness. Every breath you take is now a slow, rhythmic tide that pulls you further into the violet depths of the universe. There is no gravity here to pull at your limbs, only a gentle, indigo current that guides you toward a state of perfect, unmoving equilibrium. Imagine the small travelers of the Chang'e missions, the U-2 rover, and the landers as they rest in the absolute silence of the far side. Their work is done. The data regarding the moon's mantle and its youthful volcanic past has been sent across the void. They are now silent sentinels, their gold foil bodies cooling under the gaze of a billion stars. Like them, your journey of discovery has reached its natural conclusion. The gel-like discoveries and the transparent glass spheres are no longer objects of curiosity, but markers of a peace that has been found and secured. The audio landscape has settled into its final form, a low-volume cosmic hum that mimics the very vibration of the vacuum. This hum is steady, devoid of sudden emphasis or harsh rhythms that might stir the mind. It is the sound of the universe at rest, a stable and dreamy tone that wraps around you like a blanket of starlight. As you listen, feel your thoughts dissolving into this frequency, becoming as light as the lunar dust and as vast as the South Pole-Aitken Basin. You are moving at a pace that is 0.7x slower than the waking world, a speed designed for the slow descent into the deepest sleep. The colors around you have deepened into the richest indigos and violets, with the softest gold highlights appearing only as distant, fading sparks. There are no bright flashes or hard cuts to interrupt your transition. Every visual movement is a minimal, slow drift that mirrors the movement of your own subconscious. You are traveling through a landscape of pure calm, a soft cosmic narration that speaks directly to the soul. The history of the universe is no longer a series of events, but a single, continuous moment of being. Think of the distance we have covered from the rugged far side to the young rocks of the ocean of storms, and realize that all of it has led to this moment of absolute stillness. The mission is over. The space race has ended in a draw with the silence. There is nothing left to explore, nothing left to explain, and nothing left to do. You are safe in the cradle of the cosmos, protected by the vastness and the quiet. The universe is exhaling, and you are flowing with that breath, drifting into the final fade-out where the dream begins. The light is dimming now, moving from violet to a total velvety black. The star-gold sparks are becoming smaller, more distant, until they are nothing but whispers in the dark. This is the sleep-inducing closure, the soft exit from the world of form into the world of dreams. The lunar night is eternal, and your rest is absolute. You are the silence. You are the space. You are the drift. Drift now. Drift into the infinite. The journey is complete. Good night. The final breath of the moon. The journey across the silver plains of the moon is complete. We have traversed the hidden face of the far side, gazed upon the mysterious glassy jewels within the von Kármán crater, and felt the cooling warmth of the youthful volcanic heart in the ocean of storms. Now, all paths have dissolved into a singular, silent trail of dust. The U-2 rover has found its final resting place for the long lunar night. Its golden panels angled toward the stars, its sensors quiet, and its memory banks filled with the quiet secrets of the abyss. As the last flicker of violet light fades from your vision, feel the immense weight of the lunar night becoming a soft, protective shield around you. The temperature has settled into a deep, steady calm, a coolness that does not bite but instead invites you to sink further into the mattress of the cosmos. There is no more need for exploration, no more need for curiosity. The universe is not asking you to understand it. It is asking you to simply be a part of its eternal rhythm. In this absolute stillness, the noise floor of the cosmos is your only companion. It is a low, resonant vibration that hums in the background of your consciousness. A steady, negative 45 decibels pulse that signifies the universe is at peace. This hum is the sound of the galaxy breathing, a slow and rhythmic cycle that matches your own deep, restorative breaths. You are drifting now, not through space, but through a sea of pure tranquility, where the stars are merely reflections of your own inner peace. The indigo sky has turned to a total, velvety black, the color of a dream before it begins. The distant, golden sparks of the Milky Way are the final markers of your voyage, slowly receding until they are nothing but whispers on the edge of the void. You are safe, you are held, you are weightless. The heavy gravity of your daily life has been left behind, replaced by the light, buoyant sensation of the lunar night. As we reach the final fade, let go of the last thread of the narrative. There is no more voice to follow, no more story to hear. There is only the silence, the dark, and the deep, restorative sleep that awaits you in the cradle of the moon. The mission is over. The silence of the spheres is yours. Sleep in the infinite calm of the stars. Good night.